My name is Jacob Cooper. I was born in 1924 and in a little village called Ilion, Ilion, which is about 200 miles east of here. Well, I graduated from high school in 1941. I was 17, and the war was we were about to get into World War II, and I wanted to get in, and I wanted to be a pilot. I was crazy about airplanes as I was growing up. I had a big scrapbook, and we made model airplanes, and I had to wait till January of 42 when I turned 18 and passed the examination, and I entered the aviation cadet program, which was a 9-month program training people to kill somebody with an airplane. That was the basic premise. Well, I had never been near an airplane before. The first 2 months was indoctrination training. It was basic military training. And then we were sent off to a field, a village, where we learned how to fly the PT-19, which was a very small plane, similar to a Piper Cub. That's where we took our first flight. I was not apprehensive. There was one maneuver that I had trouble doing, but the instructor pitched in and helped me. And I finally, after 8 hours, I flew it by myself. We went to school, a classroom half of the day, and the other half we flew. Went to the flight line, and that was for 2 months. Then we went to a different village, Greenville, Texas, where we flew a much heavier, faster, more powerful airplane. That was a BT-13, and it was a similar training, checking out. I think in 2 hours I was able to fly that by myself. Excited, felt no pressure. If you followed up, you would on Sunday afternoon walk the ramp. You always had instructors on your neck. But we were at basic flying school for 2 months, then advanced. And before we went to advanced, we were selected to be a fighter pilot or a bomber pilot. And I always wanted to be a fighter pilot. And I was successful in going on to fighter pilot advanced training. And some of the boys went to Houston, Texas to become bomber pilots. We thought they were a bit slower and not so capable as a fighter pilot. There are many, many types of pilots. Bomber pilots, fighter pilots, helicopter pilots, transport pilots. And if you had all of them in the one room, you would know which ones were fighter pilots because they would tell you. I was selected before graduation to fly the P-40, which was a top-line fighter plane. I got 10 hours in that. And then November 3rd, 43, I graduated and was awarded my silver wings and second lieutenant bars. We just had, up till then, flown only training planes. So we had to, before we went to combat, had to check out and become familiar with some kind of fighter plane. So they sent, by the way, there was hundreds of guys in the same boat as me. I wasn't alone. There was thousands of fighter pilots made during World War II. And they sent some of us to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And that was for replacement training unit training. We were training to replace somebody overseas. And when we went first to the flight line, there was the P-47 Thunderbolt. It was a big monster airplane, cumbersome, and looked fast and did a good job. So we had about 2 months of training there before we went to Fort Dix and then got on the boat and went to England. When we were on the boat, there were also on the boat was a whole complement of personnel assigned to a military hospital, doctors and enlisted personnel, nurses. We had 20 pilots on the ship and 98 nurses. We had a great time. Well, at first it was a division, then a group. Group had 3 squadrons. Our 48th group had the 492nd, 493rd, and the 494th. Each squadron had 45 pilots, or was authorized 45 pilots. And when new pilots came in, the ones who had been there the longest could go home. They didn't have to. I could have gone home before the war ended, but I elected not to. The squadron was going to go to the Pacific, and we were training to go there until the atom bomb was dropped in Japan and everything was over with. Went to Normandy, Paris, Cambrai, and then Belgium. Then we went into Germany.